Okay. Here we go, getting the game number 1 of Losers Semis here. I'm going to be rejoined by Blank, who's going to come back over here on the mic as we talk about this one. You're just saying, Mega Man does not like fighting against Zelda due to Neru's love, but also just the fact that there's a Phantom in the way that shuts down, like right there. There it is, perfectly timed. Not only Neru's love, but the Phantom got in the way to shut down the Lemons, and it shut down the Saw Blade.
Hello guys, I am back, and yeah, this matchup's really interesting just because of how many projectiles Mega Man has and how Naru loves will be out forever pretty much.
This is one of the few times where you look at Zelda on the opposite side of the screen and go, this sucks. Because Zelda is a very niche character who doesn't have a lot of winning matchups. But this is one of those few that actually works out for Zelda because of the counterplay you have. There's so much you can do. You love fighting on a shield. What does Blitz want to do? Put Leaf Shield on you, so you wait for him to whip, and then you punish him because he's next to you. And then the ledge trapping is incredible because his rush recovery, pretty exploitable by Zelda. So Blitz has got a lot that he has to counterplay around. That's a really good way to do it, using that wall bounce with the Saw Blade to get around it.
From my experience with their sets and BlitzLuigy too, a lot of people advise Blitz to be careful about that though, just because he will start to do that too much and it will become a habit. And especially with Tall, that's terrible just because of Knight, and it will 2-frame if you do it.
Blitz out here sealing the deal on the first stock first. So one thing that does work in favor of Blitz compared to a lot of Mega Mans that you see is that like Mega Man's always play mid-range. They always poke you out and just build your damage up over time and then get quick confirms off a Saw Blade and get smacked up much like that. Most of them are going to get killed by that too. But Blitz fights you up close. I we've talked about this quite a bit with both these two. Neither of these two can with their character. Where you normally would expect it, they are very aggressive. I was about to say something else. Gotta keep it PG up here on VG.
Well, you know, BlitzLuigy. Also, I think repping the Baja Blast color is actually moving right now.
Inject Baja Blast in this man's veins. He was so happy to find out what. Well, inject the blue raspberry into that one because the Force Smash is going to connect on the ledge. We have a Taco Bell literally right there. He was so happy to hear that with his local.
Oh, I also want to talk about what just happened to Tall on the ledge with the S-Smash. So, interesting fact, a lot of you probably already know this, the S-Smash will not hit you if you just stay on the ledge. So, that was a weird mistake that Tall made. But also, if you are a Daisy player, it will hit you, which is why I didn't know that until about a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all deserve it. But also, that ledge shot from Tall covered literally every option. You mentioned it earlier. Tall will just cover every option, and even if it doesn't kill you, as long as he keeps the ledge trap going. But for Mega Man, with Rush Coil, you only have so many different things you can do. Because normally it's okay to up B, take a hit, and then just reset the ledge, like the edge guard, and just find a new route. Phantom is too strong, and if you air dodge in, you get caught by forward smash. There's so much you have to deal with. But whipping Feora's win and center stage, there has not been a single time tonight that I haven't seen BlitzLuigy run up and capitalize on a whip punish where somebody has a lot of end lag with Shoryu. His Shoryus have been mint tonight.
Yes. Also, that up B from Tall, that was something, because that was really ill-advised.
Questionable to say the least. We have seen that's happened quite a few times tonight. Actually, he's gone for some pretty aggressive up Bs into center stage, and I don't know why. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't figured out why yet, and I'm trying to figure it out, but it's. Do you have more logic behind it? Because you play him all the time.
See, sometimes he'll go for it based on a habit, based on a read, and based on, I won't get punished too hard from it. Or he'll just try to use it to escape because the character might not catch me. But in this very specific situation, I've got no idea. Because he didn't. Maybe he was going for an edge cancel. That might be the only thing I can think about. But
I think it might have been one of those times where you got stressed while on last stock, so you do one of those they'll never see this coming options to get out of disadvantage, except Blitz did see it coming. So yeah, and even if he didn't, he was in a spot where he could still whiff punish it. So that ended up costing Tall game 1. But now we're seeing more Neru's loves coming through, and it seems like this happens with Tall every single set. He plays set 1. Super he plays in a way that's getting data on you. He plays out of shield often. Set 2 or game 2, he fights up close. He loves fighting up close with a character who shouldn't be doing that, but he does. And it throws people off because you're not prepared for a rush down Zelda.
that's true. I've noticed from when I talk about Tall in our long car rides home, that's one of the things he does look for If he doesn't know if he can win game 1, it doesn't really matter because he's still just getting data. He's still collecting, seeing what's going on, and seeing how he can punish people after.
Yeah, and he's decided to go for up B again in center stage. I feel like maybe he was trying to read something out of Blitz, but either way, like Saw Blade let you confirm in the background and stuff, so you have to be very careful about that.
Yes.
But still, he has Blitz at range right now, where that's a big whip punish forward smash. I was gonna say if he whips on shield, he can go for up B, but sure you puts a lot of shield damage on you and a lot of shield stuns. You can't try to move forward and try to get that up B.
One thing I remember that Mega Man has in this matchup too is for some reason, I believe Crash Bomber just goes through the Knight. So Tall, like Mecha Cooper from earlier, has to release it. Just because if he doesn't, he's going to get hit by the Crash Bomber.
And then deciding to up B at a disadvantage straight down towards Blitz. Maybe trying to read an air-to-air or something, but Blitz once again gets another big whip punish. But what are you even going to do there? You had to take that grab, and that grab was always connecting into the Phantom afterwards. And if you stayed there too long, you were getting hit below the ledge. Tall hasn't... Okay, there we go. See, eventually it's going to work, right? Tall hasn't punished a single one of those wall jumps yet, but you were right. You were talking about how it becomes a bit of a habit. That's like the 4th one I've seen out of him so far. Sometimes where it wasn't even needed, but Tall's going to catch on to that at some point.
Another thing I want to say, I'm definitely going to ask Tall about what those up Bs are, because I've got to know at this point. I want to say like the one before it hit Blitz was maybe he was going for the platform, but he went too low. Because in that situation, Blitz might have gotten an up smash, but it probably wouldn't have killed, and if he up tilted, it wouldn't have been a sweet spot.
Yeah, right. It was right there that actually, so because it hit Zelda, so the Crash Bomber didn't go up. But it looks like the Crash Bomber is, in fact, like, actually, I can't tell. No, yeah, so if the shield is up, Crash Bomber stops to the shield of Phantom. Okay. But if he's swinging, it goes through Phantom. So it seems like when it goes through, like, his feet and stuff, that's when it's going through.
Ah, I wonder if that's like probably like a body thing?
Probably Z-axis, yeah.
Yeah.
We're playing a 3D fighter out here. That's what we're doing. Ledge jump back here does not connect though because Tall held down as it happened before he actually got popped up. So that was really good recognition from Tall. But
oh, he put the bomb back on him and then on Nairu. Oh, you've got to take those. Those are scary.
Oh, finally a big whip punish here from Tall over Blitz on the Shoryu because Blitz's Shoryus have been a plenty. He has been wake up DP throughout this entire match. That time, still, he keeps getting away from these wall jumps because he always has the Saw Blade in hand, and Tall has yet to punish him for that. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you keep letting me do it, I'm going to keep doing it.
What I could see in that situation would be Tall to use the Nairu's Love just because it will make it so he can't shoot Metal Blade, and Knight's was on its way, so then Blitz was put in a situation where he had to shield anyway. Yeah,
you don't get knocked too far back from the result too, even at like the higher percents. Like while that animation's going off, you get hit by the Phantom. So maybe Tall's saving that for like a last stock type deal. It's like, okay, I'm gonna let you get away with that, but Blitz does finally find the KO. This is best of 5, so even if Tall goes down here, we still get another game.
Sure.
So he's got a lot of room to work with, even though he's got a slight lead here. Blitz is very good. Like, Mega Man's so good in this position at the end of the game because he can just keep poking at you, frustrating you to try and find an opening, and then the damage just adds up over time.
Oh, that was a really good parry to make that actually being able to be punished.
Oh, he already used, he already used the double jump, so he's for it. Yeah, that was so good, but he didn't get the sweet spot on the downer, so that lets Blitz get another chance.
This is definitely really scary for Blitz too, because I know with Tall specifically, there's never a situation where he can't like win or he can't come back. So already being down, knowing like anything at any point in time could just kill you. Oh, he was going for the jab F smash,
I
down
love
smash
what he
there.
did too. He tried to find the down, like you saw me like slap my chest. It was so good. He went for down air, then immediately rose back up with the nair to force jab 1 on the drag down, and then it didn't unfortunately connect into down smash, which would have ended the game because jab, while grounded only, will connect into down smash, but he was slightly in the air.
Blitz making this back. I like that adaptation to knowing. Oh, that was scary for me. I was like, did he do that in time?
Yeah, you don't fall asleep at the wheel on the ledge. Also, the hard knuckle can get bounced back up too, so you got to watch out for when you're swinging on shield too much because you'll get that knocked away as well. You got to be careful now because it looks like Blitz is intentionally trying to bait a Nehru's Love so he can run up for free and get a grab and force a ledge trap.
Yeah, and this is really working out, especially right here. You can. Oh, that might have shield poke.
Early, yep.
Oh, you think he dropped shield?
He dropped shield. So I think what he wanted to do there was he was trying to parry, so he could get. So he was trying to catch Tall slipping. So he wanted to parry Phantom, Saw Blade into back air because he was hunting for it. You could see with the way he was stutter stepping back and forth. He wanted Saw Blade bair.
Yes.
It was at confirm windows, but you become obvious a bit there at that point. However, it almost worked because you're trying to parry and Tall was moving forward at that time. It looked like Tall was trying to move up to get the dash attack. You can see it there on the replay on our end. So that was just like a frame or two off from a parry, even if it didn't connect, the Saw Blade was going to stop it, and the game would have still been going.
Yeah, and that would just put him in advantage, and then Tall would have been at ledge most likely.
Great game number 2 here. So we talked enough about Tall. What is it for Blitz now that you want to see to have him make the adjustments after the way that Tall is playing in that game 2 with a whole lot more of these? What does Blitz need to do to get around it?
Well, one thing I really like just from off the start, I like that he put Town. And the reason is because Blitz, just like Tall, I will admit, will kill off the side. But with Tall, he always talks about how he really doesn't need it for Lightning Kick. It'll kill like pretty much anyway. And another really big thing about this stage specifically is that because of the platforms, ledge trapping becomes way harder for Tall.
Yeah.
So it's a big thing that he has to give up in this stage.
Exactly. Other than when it gets to this point, but like two of the transformations equal new escape routes for Blitz because he has Rush. So early Rush, now you get to jump or air dodge, high or low, depending on what you want to do to get away from those Phantoms. So this is a really good counter pick here for Blitz. As he's forced to air dodge in, all you had to do was jab and get that, but I believe he had Crash Bomber on, which shut that down. What amazing shield pressure, though, from Blitz, because if you hold shield there, if you don't get shield poken, broken shield.
Right there, I think I would have liked to see an up tilt from Blitz that one time because Zelda's up B, as you've already seen, has incredible amount of lag, so you could have gone for anything. That's really unfortunate because I relate to that, and I know about the data port too. Zelda can't shield immediately after dashing. Neither can Peach. It's like over 10 frames or something like that, so you can actually shield again.
Yeah, I actually have the same trouble with Ike too. I realized that his initial dash startup after to get shield up is terrible. So for a lot of people who wonder why you're holding forward and then you try to like run up and shield on somebody, some characters have that unfortunately where they have extra delay. And because you know that in this window of this matchup, it's like, okay, we're just going to pop Plasma Cannon on you, pop the Mega Buster, and you have to hold that. And there's that high platforms to dodge entirely around that Phantom, like we were alluding to, like you said at the very beginning of the match.
I'm honestly surprised Tall didn't ban this either. He might have liked the middle platform because he can get combos off it, but we haven't seen any yet. Maybe it's because Blitz is still on his first stock, of course, right? But we'll have to see how that goes, and maybe it was worth the loss of the edge guarding.
Yeah, possibly. But like, I think the happy middle ground Tall could get in terms of like all of this was, okay, I still get this FD style layout, which will work for me. You probably ban FD, he definitely ban Kalos. You always ban Kalos and then BlitzLuigy. That is his favorite stage for free. And probably Mega Man's best stage as well. But like, just having Town here, you do get counterplayed a bit on those platforms on the side, but you do also get openings to kill with Phantom and forward smash a bit more on the side too. So like everybody benefits from it, but particularly this one and the neutral position one work well for Tall and Nuke, but the counterplay offstage to edge guards definitely become a lot harder.
Yeah, you might be right. He might just been more comfortable with how he can play just in neutral in general. Oh, that move is strong.
Yep, that's what I was talking about the last game, like the Saw Blade into Bear. That is a kill confirm. And you do not want to deal with that. This man is a content creator, and he spends his time trying to style on people online consistently with that. So he's going to get those confirmed. Ooh, but that, dude, you made a mistake. You were the one who walked up and shot lemons at him. There was nothing you could do because your shield was always getting poked or something there.
Oh man, that was actually something else because he even reached. I feel like even though he got close, he was like, maybe I'm out of range now. Nope, Zelda's legs reached there.
That was my boy is holding W. Hold forward and D, try to catch a 360 no scope, and then you get paid for it. But right, Tall having a bit of a hard time getting back on the stage. This is where like Zelda can struggle when people are jumping too much because Zelda relies on throws and down tilt. That's where her combo starters are. So you can nair. But the problem is your Nair is going to get outranged by Leaf Blade and by the neutral layer from Mega Man often. So, like, that's why this layout works so much better. But Blizzard's just always playing in the range of, I know I can always escape to that center platform while trying to pressure you, and you could do nothing about it.
And that's actually just so amazing, because you even saw it while you were talking. He just jumped down. He was like, no, I'm going back up. You can't grab me. Just is what it is. You got to take that.
I tell you, man, like, all y'all guys go back and see these matches while I'm solo commentating, and I'm sitting here calling out all your options before you do it. I know my players, man. You guys are obvious. Much like that. That Nair up smash is going to take it. Not for real, though. Like, you guys are all so good, but it gets to the point at the end where you're trying to force, like, an opening with a character who doesn't have really good approach tools. Like, Zelda is not a great boxing tool character. She has down tilt, dash attack, but that sends you far away, so there's no combos. And Nair works on air to airs to get you like a couple strings here and there, but that's about it. You're not getting a whole lot out of it.
Yes. I know one of the only options, too, that Tall's talked about this recently is that sometimes if he really needs something, he'll go for a reverse up tilt, because a reverse up tilt will combo and it'll be safe. But that is, it's like it's a reverse up tilt, so it's going to take a long time to get there, so the math just doesn't always work that way.
Yeah, I like the switch up here to small battlefield because with BS2, like that's one of Zelda's best stages, but the thing is that Blitz is pretty content with resetting neutral on that stage to stop your traps. So you get that here, you can still hide under the platform, and you get your down throw mix that's on platform because he goes for down throw, miss tech, down air on platforms all the time.
Yeah.
And that's a lot easier to find here compared to what you were trying to deal with Blitz's counter pick on Tana City.
Another thing, I believe the battlefield platforms are a little bit bigger too, so they're more likely to land on it as well.
Yeah, like it's just with like it's like at that perfect range where at low percents that down throw will get it. Finally, we see a wall jump punish of some kind from Tall because he actually chilled for a second. You gotta watch. Yeah, you have to watch out for that because Blitz, the moment he sees that you took the crash bomber on shield, he's going to try and hard knuckle you into either shore you or a free grab because he knows you're too scared to jump.
I really like that Tall's kind of just pushing him away too. He's just walking up, taking it just a little bit slowly. He doesn't have to deal with too much. And that's just really nice because if Blitz is going to make a little bit of a mistake, you don't have to worry about anything on your end, really.
That was like the sweet spot. That was like the very end of the Phantom Blade too. That was only at 123. The fact that kill on Mega Man that early, Mega Man's pretty heavy, so that's enormous for Tall. As Tall was put in an awkward spot before, but down throw redid DI. Oh wow!
Oh, he waited.
Waits a defensive option out. Blitz hasn't even been swinging that much at disadvantage, so I'm surprised he tried to read that.
And then he still got something off of it too, which is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I guess it's like one of those like that down throw is good at non-commitment because even if you don't go for a follow-up, you can still wait out because once that jump is gone, it's like, all right, now I'm gonna walk with you. We were talking about that dash attack. Very similar to like, you read the air dodge and you read them after the jump's gone, chase it. That down smash would have killed.
Yeah, it would have.
That sends at such a low angle that Blitz was not gonna make that back.
All right, that's really good for Blitz. Now he can kind of just lemon him a little bit, you know, put some little salt in his eyes. Hopefully he'll make it back. But he needs to stop this bleeding really quick.
I think it's going to be the opposite. You will see, like, for one, I was talking about body language earlier. Blitz punches forward when he's about to get super aggressive. You can see, like, he did a little nudge forward a second ago. He tried to move forward. Now I think he realized that it's not going to work. But he tried immediately to go for Leaf Blade mix-ups because he wants to pressure Tall really bad. But Tall saw through that, like, within a second. And now he's zoning him out. And he's trying to work his best to get back in. But this is a 138. You can't. Now you're at throw kill percent. So you have to watch out for any time. Or F-tilt as well. I haven't seen F-tilt all set. I forgot that move existed for a second.
Yeah, that's one of the moves Tall considers relatively bad just because of how long it takes out. And it is really strong. It's really long. And I'd say I'd prefer it over Daisy F-tilt. But that's not the point.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry the way that you just said that, man. You see out here. Like, I can't say nothing. I have a clip I can't live down from CEO, but like this. Oh my God, that forward is gonna kill. Like Tall was that helped too because Tall was holding right fading to try and get to the platform. So I think that DI definitely helped out Blitz a little bit there. 64% does find a narrative.
Tech chase situation.
Pratfall, but he doesn't get the tech chase.
Yeah. I think he also just. Oh, that.
Come here, stupid.
Apollo grab. Let's go.
What a call out on that pivot grab. Now, like, Tall has, wow!
Through the Leaf Blade.
I was going to say, Tall didn't immediately release the Phantom there because he's been going for a lot of, like, delay Phantoms to wait for Blitz to make a mix-up. So I was expecting an early release Phantom there to mix him up, but instead, he left it open, kind of baited Blitz to come in, like, here's a free punch. Come on, come at me. Oh, you thought you read me on the cross-up? Absolutely not. That was perfectly executed from Tall there.
I love how you can see the animation too of just as soon as Mega Man gets hit, the Leaf Blades are just scattered.
I was trying really hard to think of like a way to like make a Ferrier's win joke, but it was just been too cheesy. So there we go, getting into game number 5 now, I believe, correct? Yeah, number 5. So this is exactly why I like having losers semi. Wow, I was about to call up 4 games, 4-2. This is why I like losers semis as game 5 because this is these are basically winners to grand final sets with the skill that you all have, and you should be able to push it that much farther. Also, y'all don't camp, so you get to keep this at least for now until you guys start camping each other's star.
Well, on the bright side, it's like the top 4 at the moment, other than Ling in certain situations, it really just doesn't camp too much.
No, these are a lot of hands-on deck players right now, with characters that you don't expect it at either. Like, we're seeing some really good boxing. Trying to call an air dodge really bad there, with a heavy commitment to that down smash, but he was already committed, so he had to deal with the punish no matter what.
Now oh, he let him on with a downer, but he's still going.
I thought he was setting up into the roll. He had that roll, and he
oh,
does connect
no.
on the downer though. He realized that pretty much every time Tall's gone for Nehru's love in that spot because he kept throwing down saw blades, and the previous time he went for down air early. That time, I'm gonna wait an extra second.
And then it held just because of the Crash Bomber, I believe, just extended the hitbox. I think it even 2-framed him, if we're being honest here.
It's so good because it, like there's. You pretty much can't do anything about that at the ledge, because the moment you come in contact with that, or if you stall too long, you're going to get caught by the explosion. He did that earlier against Bakira as well in the Ditto. So, like, Blitz is such an amazing edge guarder, but Tall has a lot of room to work with. I like that. You do put yourself at a ledge trap, but you're 734, so it's not that big a deal, but you don't deal with the shield pressure, which would have gave Blitz a free grab.
Yeah, and he didn't have to use his reflector either, because that would also put him in a lot of lag.
Why do that? I mean, I get why he did it, because you run up, grab the dash. I mean, you run up, dash attack that, you're now way out of position to cover that landing. But that air dodge down was kind of interesting, trying to pick that soft blade back up. He's at back throw %, so Blitz has to watch out for being too close to the ledge.
Oh.
That's still not enough yet, Blake.
Yeah, that's not too surprising with good DI. You're usually fine with it. But it's one of those things where it's like, oh, I'm just going to move back a little bit. Oh, he caught me pulling the wrong direction.
Way you do. Oh, I thought he was going to go saw blade there, and they wouldn't have killed, but he would have kept him stuck at the wall. And Tall still giving him a lot of respect at ledge. 150, I think about another, never mind. I was going to say, I think at least 16-ish% up throw would have killed here on Mega Man, especially at 87% on him. Like, he was getting close to rage. But Tall needs a big opener, and Tall is hunting for the big opener. Oh my god, he's so lucky that Mega Man took the hit instead, because that could have been really bad.
Yup. Oh, he might have lost his double jump. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. He made it back anyway. Now, the thing... What was that?
And that's why you don't give Blitz Kalos, by the way. He air dodges up into Crash Bomber to get an extra jump. So he's doing that here in a small way, but there's not nearly as much room. Thank goodness for Tall that that didn't work. Multi-hits suck in this game, and he ran straight into a barrage of bullets. And Blitz has a pretty comfortable lead here, buddy.
Yup. Another thing I want to talk about, we won't see it after this set, so I really want to bring it up, unless Blitz wins, of course. He loves putting the Crash Bomber on you, like when you're just spawning from the invincibility platform, and that's so annoying to deal with because then it gives you extra pressure. And, oh, his shield is low. But the answer to that a lot of times is just waiting a little bit longer, and then he has to like mix up whether he's gonna put the spring right under you.
Yeah, you just need to mix up game. Oh my god!
He didn't need to recover high there.
You did not at all. Like, he was so afraid of the ledge trap that he decided to say, "Look over here," and just go right up to the top. But now, last stock of Beast here in game number 5, loses semis. Who moves forward to fight you? In the like, here's the thing: if Tall loses, I get a co-caster back. If Tall wins, I'll buy myself again. But sending the Crash Bomber back, it's looking incredibly close right now, Blake.
Yeah, this is super doable with oh, he messed up that combo. I'm not sure how it works, but I know if Mega Man has a Metal Blade in his hand, he can just stop the Leaf Blade or the Leaf Shield. This really isn't that bad for Tall, just because the down throws will still combo at the moment, and that will just out on a lot of %.
Oh, switch it. That was so smart. He like went to ledge. He had Crash Bomber
that'd
off,
be
and
it.
Switch it off, and back air is going to take it, and that's going to be Blitz moving forward in the bracket, shutting it down over Zelda. We talked about before how this matchup can be definitely very ridiculous in terms of what Mega Man wants to do to find a win condition, but it's not that free here in this match, because they're both very solid. He knows that if you got a reflector, I'm gonna bait it out, and a lot of it was some pretty questionable options out of Tall here and there, like those up Bs in the center stage. Gave him like a lot of free opportunities to punish. But still, incredibly well played throughout, and we're going to move into losers finals in a second here.